This is our 7-month anniversary. How's married life for you?
I think it's going pretty good.
Are you enjoying being married to me?
Yes.
Today, everyone sees Hollywood as this liberal platform for actors and other celebrities. However, there was a time when the industry was pretty uptight, resulting in a difficult time for actors who dared to go against the set rules. One of the victims of these harsh times was Ellen DeGeneres, who had come out as a lesbian, attracting the wrath of the industry in her time. Times did change, and we have gotten a good look at her relationship with her partner. Join us as we tell the whole story. Ellen DeGeneres' journey to publicly announcing herself as a lesbian was one of the strongest moments in television and LGBTQ+ history. She was already solidly set as a highly respected comedian and actress, much admired for her comedy with warmth and good sense before she came out as gay. She also had a sitcom, Ellen, that was successful during the early 1990s, even though she had a secret that weighed heavily on her mind. Ellen had struggled for years with when and how to disclose her truth so that she would not be afraid of the impact that it would have on her life and career. Ellen made the courageous move in April of 1997 to come out, both on TV and in real life. Her now legendary Time magazine cover, along with the simple but powerful phrase, "Yep, I'm gay," marked a spectacular moment in history. Her Ellen Show character also came out in the Puppy episode around the same time, being the first lead character on a television sitcom to make the move. The show had a guest, Oprah Winfrey, playing Ellen's therapist. It broke numerous grounds of representation, but was boycotted heavily. Advertisers pulled their commercials out of the show, religious groups were calling for boycotts, and the show was being criticized further by fans. Ellen was subsequently canceled, and DeGeneres could not secure employment in Hollywood. This was a trying period for her. She went from being America's favorite comedian to nearly losing everything. There were no more offers on the table, no more invitations to work, along with brutal attacks from the media. But Ellen never lost her genuineness. She knew coming out was something that she needed to do, not only for herself but for those who were invisible. She came back as a gay rights activist and eventually came back to business. She eventually bought The Ellen DeGeneres Show, a television daytime talk show that was an overnight success and lasted nearly 2 decades. Through her wit, compassion, and philanthropy, she re-revolutionized herself and became a new popular sensation. Ellen's tenacity and grit in converting loss into triumph made her a heroine to others, especially the LGBTQ+ community who could identify with her. Ellen also found love and friendship along the way with Portia de Rossi. Portia, an Australian-American actress who had appeared as a guest star on Ally McBeal in Arrested Development, was likewise trying to establish herself in the public eye. By the time the two met in the early 2000s, Portia had not yet publicly come out as gay, and the relationship was strained initially due to this. Despite the fear, however, Ellen had been able to find enough courage and inspiration to come out of the closet regarding her own sexuality. Inspired too, soon enough the two of them became a couple in 2004 and have been inseparable ever since. When California made same-sex marriage legal in 2008, Ellen and Portia wed quietly in a quiet wedding at their home in Beverly Hills. Their wedding was a beautiful and simple affair, attended by close family and friends. It was a big deal, not just for them, but for the LGBTQ community, because it was a sign of change and hope for all same-sex couples. Ellen and Portia have built a life together that is founded on love, respect, and shared interests. They are widely known for their passion for animals, charity work, and the arts. They live in different homes, most of which they have remodeled and resold, and the two of them have a beautiful taste and appreciation for architecture and design. They always have their private lives splattered all over the headlines, where they convey a nice sense of fashion and style to their viewers and readers. Their second defining quality is that they like animals. Both are animal rights supporters, and both of them have rescued great animals. They even went a step further and established the Ellen DeGeneres Wildlife Fund in 2018, which deals with the conservation of endangered species along with environmental conservation. Ellen has time and again expressed how Portia's love for animals encouraged her towards such movements and how they inspire one another. Though they are so popular, they have succeeded in keeping their marriage intact, despite the trials and tribulations of life in the spotlight. They have had issues like any other couple, but never lost affection for one another. They have braved gossip and rumors about their marriage over the years, but have always shown the world that they truly love one another. One of the nicest things about their relationship is the way that they are both supportive of each other's professional and personal growth. When Portia had wished to leave the acting business and explore other hobbies, Ellen had been there, encouraging her to follow her dreams. In return, when Ellen was being bullied or having a problem at work, Portia was by her side. Their marriage is a real example of love, kindness, and equality. Portia and Ellen as a couple have been a symbol of hope and visibility to LGBTQ people all over the world. Their coming out and being open about their love have normalized gay marriages and brought people into the spotlight who otherwise would go unheard. When Ellen came out as gay in 1997, she was stepping into the position of being among the most famous gay celebrities in Hollywood. In doing so, she made it possible for hundreds more to be able to live free. They've spent all these years fighting for equality, compassion, and tolerance. By giving to charities, voicing their opinions on things they care about, or simply being out in public, their relationship is evidence that success and happiness are possible despite challenges, and the couple continues to be role models to their fan base worldwide. Ellen's transformation to being one of the most dominant players in show business is an amazing example of determination. Being married to Portia de Rossi proves that love does know no bounds, and being honest to oneself can lead to bliss. The two of them have enlightened many broken barriers and left their legacies. Ellen began her career as a stand-up comedian and was well known for her observation comedy. She started at small clubs, then big dates, and fill-in appearances on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson as the first woman comedian to be invited to join Carson on the couch. After stand-up success, Ellen transitioned to acting and was hosting her own sitcom, Ellen, by 1994. It was popular, running for 5 seasons, and became a cultural phenomenon when Ellen came out as gay. When the show ultimately was canceled later on, Ellen was not going to let the industry have the last laugh. She returned to TV in 2001 with The Ellen Show, which also faced a hash fate. She had her first genuine talk show stint as a talk show host with The Ellen DeGeneres Show in 2003. It was a phenomenon and lasted for 19 years before winning a bundle of Daytime Emmy Awards. It was also praised for its friendly and supportive atmosphere. The Ellen DeGeneres Show featured celebrity interviews, games, contests, and inspirational stories. It was so highly rated that it was among the top-rated daytime TV shows in history because she was so sweet and empathetic. The show also claimed to have made moments go viral and launched new stars, one of which is Grayson Chance, who became an overnight sensation after being on the show. Ellen also started voice work, the most famous of which are those of Dory in Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. Her work as the ditzy, klutzy fish was so popular and helped to make these films blockbusters. Aside from acting, Ellen has a media empire, hosting a 1-hour primetime game show, Ellen's Game of Games, and producing a variety of television shows such as Little Big Shots and Green Eggs and Ham. She even developed her own lifestyle brand, ED by Ellen, a cross between fashion and home and pet products. In addition to show business, Ellen is also a philanthropist and supporter of LGBTQ+, animal and environmental rights movements. She donated millions to charity and established the Ellen DeGeneres Wildlife Fund. Her viewers stretched far beyond the television in 2016 when she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the United States' highest non-military honor. Portia de Rossi has experienced some on-screen success in both films and television. She initially gained fame as Nell Porter on Ally McBeal, a quick-witted, ambitious lawyer. Her acting was great, and the show as a whole was a pop culture phenomenon of the late 1990s and early 2000s. Portia also starred in one of her iconic roles as Lindsay Bluth-Funky in Arrested Development, the hit sitcom that was infamous for its witty script and quirky characters. Her stint as the narcissistic, clueless daughter of a dysfunctional family paid off, and the show developed into a cult phenomenon. Aside from Arrested Development, Portia guest-starred on Nip Tuck, where she played Olivia Lord. She also guest-starred on Better Off Ted, a work satire which, although well-liked by critics, lasted only briefly. Despite success in Hollywood, Portia left Hollywood and acting and explored other businesses, most notably her passion as an entrepreneur and a philanthropist. One of the braver endeavors that she embarked on outside of filmmaking was to create DeGeneres, a firm that sells good-quality 3D printed art. She founded the company on the premise of bringing high art to the masses at a price that everyone could afford. Her vision made its way into the world of design, and DeGeneres rose to prominence with a deal with Restoration Hardware to produce individual pieces of art in a form made available to the masses. Portia's sense of style and business sense set her apart from most actors who have quit acting to try their hands at something else. While Portia is no longer acting, she has been busy giving back by donating her time to causes that are close to her heart. She is as stubborn as Ellen when it comes to personality as a determined animal rights activist, and has been a member of various societies for ethical treatment and conservation. The two have also donated to various charities and have done volunteer work towards the promotion of social rights such as wildlife conservation and the adoption of pets. Ellen and Portia are also property investors and have bought mansions, refurbished them, and sold them again. Both share a love for interior design and architecture and like to transform houses into stunning masterpieces. Their favorite house makeovers are on the cover of home design magazines, a reflection of their design and functionality. Although both share a good professional life and run different businesses, they were a stable couple and have always been very supportive of each other's professional life. Portia supported Ellen when she was under heat for allegedly having a hostile work environment at the Ellen DeGeneres show, with Portia herself going on record for Ellen and asking Ellen's fans to remember her generosity. The scandal prompted Ellen to bring her show to a close in 2022, despite all she had achieved in almost 2 decades, including all the lives she had touched and transformed. Even though she canceled the Ellen DeGeneres show, Ellen has never been afraid to try new things. She still works hard in business, entertainment, and philanthropy with Portia. They both explained that they have each had time alone to be in a position to travel, and they each have resources to invest in their own well-being. Both of them have faced controversies, but they have come out on top, continuing to make their mark on the world in a positive manner. The fact that they have managed to grow and thrive despite everything and not lose their direction has enabled them to be successful career women and career role models. In moving on to other stages of their lives, they keep living life that is positively impacting. Through their works as humanitarians, business entrepreneurs, and in the media, they have made a mark in the world to inspire future generations. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi not only forged amazing careers, but also acquired fortunes from their entertainment, business, and real estate investments. Ellen's worth, as recently estimated, stands at approximately $500 million and is one of the wealthiest TV celebrities globally. Her wealth largely came from her long-running talk show, which, as noted, earned roughly $50 million annually at its peak. Her own production company, A Very Good Production, has also made some of the popular TV shows, adding to her wealth. Ellen has also enjoyed a series of endorsement contracts, including big deals with big brands like CoverGirl, American Express, and JCPenney, all of which have added to her amassing such a vast fortune. Apart from television, Ellen's real estate interests have also been extremely lucrative. Ellen and Portia have bought, renovated, and resold several luxury homes, making tens of millions in profit. They closed some of their most publicized transactions in selling Ryan Seacrest, a Beverly Hills mansion, to Ariana Grande. They love building and owning stunning and stylish houses. Portia, slightly less rich than Ellen, has earned a vast amount too, an estimated figure of around $50 million. Her work on TV, which consisted largely of Ally McBeal, Arrested Development, and Nip Tuck, brought her the big bucks as her entrepreneurial endeavors. One of her biggest money decisions was founding General Public, an art curation company that specializes in high-end 3D printed works. The company soared just about the moment it partnered with Restoration Hardware, which allowed Portia to break into the business world with a bang. While she quit acting, her business decisions have made her financially secure and successful. Despite their wealth, Ellen and Portia have never been held back, giving millions to charity and lending their voices to numerous causes. Ellen's largest cause for charity has been her work on animal rights. She has been an advocate of wildlife preservation and pet rescue causes for many years, frequently spotlighting these efforts on her show. She also created the Ellen DeGeneres Wildlife Fund, whose mission is the conservation of endangered animals, in this case, gorillas. The company has sponsored the conservation of animals in Rwanda, where they built a campus in her name to help in the conservation of mountain gorillas. Ellen is also a strong advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, using her platform to educate people and push for equality and acceptance. She has donated to organizations such as the Trevor Project, the Human Rights Campaign, and the Elton John AIDS Foundation. Her efforts towards making sure that LGBTQ+ people are represented have inspired so many people, and she continues to be an activist for inclusion. Portia has also devoted much of her life to philanthropy, with special interests in animal rights and the environment. She has worked in close conjunction with the Born Free Foundation, an organization dedicated to preventing the suffering of wild animals kept in captivity and protecting wildlife. Both of them have also backed various causes focusing on climate change, sending donations to organizations that fight deforestation and protect the sea. They've also donated to organizations funding education and philanthropy. Ellen even made spontaneous donations to schools with large amounts of money that covered scholarships and school programs for needy students. They've also lent a hand in the relief effort when disaster hits by sending money to hurricane, wildfire, and other disaster victims. The future for Portia and Ellen seems to be one of personal fulfillment and continued activism. With the Ellen DeGeneres Show behind her, Ellen has moved away from a daily television show, allowing her to focus on projects that matter most to her. While no longer dealing with a live studio audience on a daily basis, she is still active in creative endeavors, whether through producing, charity events, or launching a new business. She has also been rumored to be coming back to television in some form or another, but for now she seems content to have her slower pace of life. Portia, who long ago left Hollywood, remains busy with her business and charities. Her work with General Public remains near and dear to her heart, and she has spoken about continuing with her work in the art world. She and Ellen are additionally reported to be working on new ventures that include home designs with the possibility of building a brand for their passion for interior design and architecture. Though still very committed to their respective causes, they also have more time to live for themselves. They reside in their Montecito home, and it's really just such a wonderful place to be near nature and really take it all in. They've indicated that they want to try more locations, do different things, and just soak up the lifestyle they built. Ellen will always be remembered as a trailblazer of comedy and television, never afraid to push beyond boundaries and direct her influence toward good. Portia has left a legacy in the realm of entertainment and business alike, showing that there will always be an option for reinvention. We hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a thumbs up and make sure to check out our other videos.